Hey YouTube, this is Jaden Storm coming at you with another random rant from yours truly, and today I'm going to be, well not, I've been ranting about a lot of things today, but this one specifically, I'm going to be ranting about something I've heard a lot of people been ranting about, so I thought I'd get my opinion out there. And the thing is we all heard, well, if you had not heard, in 2015 there's supposedly going to be a Batman versus Superman movie. And that's all we got when we got that piece of information. It was just going to be a Batman versus Superman movie. It was basically going to be an extension of this piece of crap right here. And this is not mine, mind you. I actually had to borrow this from a friend just so I had something to show you, because I wanted to actually hold this thing up and say, this is a piece of shit. So, God, this sucked. I think Warner Brothers, you owe me $9. Not because I bought this, because I went and saw this in theater. Let me rephrase that. I was dragged to go see this in the theater. This was just, I don't know what it is. We have not been able to find a good Superman since the guy from the old movies. I can't even think of his name, but the guy who was in the Superman movie that everyone just kind of wanted to forget about, that was when the one where Superman actually met his son, and Lex Luthor was stealing those crystals to just create land. We kind of just want to push that aside. We're like, yeah, Superman movie! It sucked. Let's just shove it under the rug. Now let's pull this out. Well, this sucked. Guys, this movie was terrible. I kid you not. After I went and saw this, I actually went up to the desk and asked, is there any way I can get my money back? Can I write a letter? Or because this was gotta be one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. The one thing that irritates me about Superman in general is, guys, unless you've been living under a fucking rock in a 10,000 feet below the ground in asylum, you should have heard of Superman. You should have at least heard the name. You may not be a fan of Superman. You may not even like Superman. You may like superheroes, and he might be one of the ones you're not really crazy about, because I'm not really crazy about Superman, to be honest. But you've heard Superman's story. He was a baby on another planet. It was about to be blown up. His mother and father sent him in a spaceship, launched him. He landed on a farm. He grew up as a superhuman being, and he grew up with regular people, and he kept his powers secret, and the only people that really knew about it was his family. We've heard this, and there's been many spin-offs of it. There's been the movies, there's been the Smallville that was on Warner Brothers, on the WB for God knows how long. I think they finally ended it, and I watched Smallville for a while, because believe it or not, it was actually not a bad show at first. I stopped watching it when they started bringing in Aquaman, Cyborg, the Green Arrow, and then the Green Arrow got his own show. I mean, it's like, fuck, if you just want to make a Justice League movie, get it on already and quit fucking with us, because that's what you're doing. You have Cyborg, you have Aquaman, you're getting the Green Arrow, and now you're bringing in Batman. It's like, quit fucking jacking us off, just give us the Justice League. You know, we kept thinking this was gonna happen because we got the Avengers movie, and the Avengers movie pretty much saved the American economy. It was freaking amazing. The Avengers is probably the best movie I've seen in theaters up to date recently. You have an amazing cast. Except Chris Evans, the guy who plays Captain America. I think they could have done better, because Chris Evans, well, he's a great actor, but he does not fit Captain America in my point of view. You have an amazing Iron Man, Tony Stark. That role fits him like a T. It's like Captain Jack Sparrow and Johnny Depp. It just works. You finally found a good Hulk. In my opinion, the Hulk movie that came out before the Avengers, the Hulk in that movie was terrible. He just didn't fit. This Hulk, he wasn't too nerdy, he wasn't too macho-y, he was the perfect middle for the Hulk. It was someone that when you looked at him, you wouldn't think he's a superhero, but then when you knew, it's like, oh, don't mess with that motherfucker. And then you had an amazing Thor. You had an amazing bad guy, Loki, who's absolutely brilliant in acting. And then you had great support characters. And then you hit a home run with Samuel L. Jackson I mean, so the Avengers was amazing. And what spurned this random rant is just the other day they announced Wonder Woman is going to be in the Batman versus superhero movie. And in the movie, she's going to be in the Batman super. One second, guys. Wonder Woman is going to be in the Batman Superman movie, and Wonder Woman will be portrayed or acted by actress Gal Gadot. If you want to look up her picture, her name is spelled Gal, Gal, and then her last name is spelled Gadot. It looks like Gal Gadot, but it's pronounced Gal Gadot. Her most recent work, she was in Fast and Furious, and she was the woman cop that was with The Rock. There were so many people that were like, it needs to be Jamie Alexander, which was that woman who was in Thor, but, it just wasn't going to happen with, the Justice League company and the Marvel over here. It's just like, no, it's not going to happen. You can't have her for your franchise, because if that was so, Spider-Man would be in the Avengers, but yeah. So they found Gal Gadot. I mean, it was pretty much, I didn't care who they got, as long as the last name of Wonder Woman isn't Fox or Jolie, the world won't care, because if it was Megan Fox, I think all of us would have gotten in a nice big line together, each pulled out our pistols, put it to our heads, and blown our fucking brains out, because I'm still pissed about Megan Fox getting the role as April O'Neil for the next Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, which isn't called that, but that's another story. But if she would have gotten the role of Wonder Woman, we all would have been like, fuck this! And also, I wouldn't have gone to see it, because who wants to see Megan Fox be Wonder Woman? I mean, Megan Fox does not belong in a superhero movie. She belongs in an insane asylum with Lindsay Lohan and Miley Cyrus. So, Gal Gadot, she's a pretty woman, I don't think she's really had that one defining role yet, and this could be that, but I was watching a video by someone I follow named Andre. He's on Black Nerd Comedy, so go check him out if you never have, and he is hilarious, guys, but he makes the point, there's a lot of pressure on her, guys. There has been a lot of guys that have been superheroes in movies, and there's been a lot of guys that have done superhero movies that have sucked at it. Proof, the last superhero movie, the last Green Lantern movie, the one that we kind of just want to push under the mat and also forget about. But we've never had a woman superhero movie unless you count Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Kimberly and Aisha. But, even them, they had other roles. But the women have never had a superhero on the big screen to say, that's our woman. Because, guys, we have Batman, Superman, the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. But there's never been a Wonder Woman, on the big screen. And, we thought we'd get a Wonder Woman movie. And they were like, well, we don't know if this would work out, so what we'll do is we'll just shove Wonder Woman in the Batman Superman movie, and if it works out, maybe we'll give her her own movie. And it's like, guys, for the love of God, if you're just going to shove her in there, while you're at it, shove Aquaman in there, shove a few the Super Friends in there, and just call it Justice League. It's like, it's pretty apparent that you want to make a Justice League movie, so quit dicking around and just make it. Because what are you going to call it? If you have Wonder Woman in the movie, Superman versus Batman with a side of Wonder Woman? Or Superman versus Batman, hashtag with Wonder Woman? I mean, this just doesn't make any sense to me. If you want to make a Justice League movie, quit dicking around, quit just screwing around with this, saying, well, we might, but we're not, but we're gonna wait a little bit, well, it's hard to put it together. It's like, just make the damn movie. But as far as Gal Gadot goes, there's been also people that have been complaining about, well, she doesn't look muscly enough. It's like, guys, this movie's not even supposed to come out till late 2014 or early 2015. She's got plenty of time to bulk up. And there's even been other people, believe it or not, I didn't believe this when I read this. There are people that say, oh, Gal Gadot can't be Wonder Woman. Her boobs aren't too big. Really? That's the reason she can't be Wonder Woman. Like, women were filing in to try out for the for the Wonder Woman movie, and the casting director was like, no, 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 boobs are too small, boobs are too small, boobs are too big, boobs are too small. I mean, seriously, guys, they have these things that are called implants that you stick them in there and they appear bigger, if that's really the problem. But guys, Gal Gadot might be a great Wonder Woman. She might be a terrible Wonder Woman. My fear is that a lot of pressure is on her because there's never been a woman superhero on the big screen. So she's either going to hit a grand slam or she's going to strike out, you know. So I hope she hits it out of the park. I think she's pretty, you know, and you also had to get someone that has a little bit of foreign in her because Wonder Woman is an Amazon. So power to Gal Gadot. I hope she hits it out of the ballpark. I think she's very attractive, and you know, for all the people who said she can't be Wonder Woman because she doesn't have big boobs, fuck you. If that's the only reason that you're trying to decide who's Wonder Woman, then you don't need. You're not even part of this conversation. I mean, Gal Gadot, good luck to you. I hope you do really well with it. I hope you smack it out of the ballpark. And again, if you want to make a Justice League movie, guys, please just make it already and quit screwing with us. So anyway, guys, comment, rate, subscribe, thumbs up this video in the comment section below. Tell me what your feelings are on this random rant. Do you believe that they're pretty much just messing with us and they should just go ahead and make a Justice League movie and say to hell with Batman vs. Superman and just make it the Justice League? Also keep in mind, in this movie, the Batman will not be played by Christian Bale, who was in the recent Dark Knight movies. It will be portrayed by Ben Affleck. I still don't know how I feel about that. So it's going to be... It's going to be really good, or it's going to be really bad. I mean, we have a Superman that no one liked in Man of Steel that was with a terrible movie. We have Ben Affleck, who's never been a superhero in his life or played that serious of a role, so we don't know about that. Gal Gadot's never been in anything where she was a big star, so this is really a crap shot. So, guys, Warner Brother, whatever you shove down our throat to put at the theater, you better hope it's good, because there's not going to be a middle ground with this, guys. It's either going to be really great, or it's gonna be like, bitch, please. I mean, it's gonna be one or the other. There's no middle ground here. So this is either gonna be something like the Avengers, because guys, they're already making the next Avengers. I mean, the next Avengers comes out in 2015. I mean, guys, seriously, the Avengers movie pretty much saved the American economy. It was one of the biggest movies in the world, and, you know, Justice League, you either have to match it, or don't even try, or get damn close, because if you fail at this, there's not going to be any room for recovery, because if you thought the critics for this piece of crap were bad, make a Justice League movie and bomb with Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot and your storyline and a lot of explosions, because, guys, they made this movie in hopes of a sequel. They left a city in rubble. There isn't a sequel. If this was the only thing you were going to do, then fine. You have a good movie. Don't touch it again. If you're going to make Superman again, you have to pick a new actor and everything. But I really do. I'm honestly not going to hope for much. I'm going to just go to the movie expecting terrible and hope that they prove me wrong, because I really don't understand what makes you think it's going to work when you have a Superman no one liked, a Batman a guy who's never played Batman before, and a girl who's never been in a star role. So it's going to be very difficult. So again, comment, rate, subscribe, thumbs up this video in the comment section. Give me some feedback, please, guys, on this. I really would like some feedback on it. Also, tell me if you like me doing movie reviews. I love movies, guys, so I would be more than happy to do movie reviews and talk about movies. I'm going to be doing my top 10 movies of all time list eventually. So anyway, guys, tell me in the comment section below what also you think about me doing movie reviews. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment, subscribe, thumbs up, and I will see you later.